The fact of the matter is, whether you've been in network marketing for years or just a few days, your family and friends have seen your opportunity and your phone is, as we call it, burnt. If you're anything like me, that's a scary thought. So the big question is, how do entrepreneurs like us, who love the network marketing profession, who no longer want to be that guy, and are tired of convincing people during uncomfortable let's get coffee meetings where they say, what's this all about? How do we market in a way that aligns us with our dream clients and expands our network of upfront and transparent professionals, allowing us to get our time back, our families back, and gain a real passive asset? People like us who value impact over income, we deserve to see our visions once and for all. Join me in this podcast where we'll uncover just how to do that. My name is Eric Sablon. Welcome to Burnt Phone Marketing.
Owners, brick and mortar mom and pop shops, they don't care about automation and geo-fence notifications and all this jazz. They care about how to save more time and how to make more money. That's all. How to move more product, right? So when you offer something that they already know they need, and then you just hand it to them, in a silver platter, so to speak, whether it is through a Zoom to get their reaction if they need to click on a link, or you take it, to someone who is just reopening their establishment, right? Maybe it could be a barber shop, maybe it could be a hospitality, a person, a small business. So when you show what chat automation can do for someone else, it's not you convincing someone. If you do it well and you do it enough times and you craft your approach, then you're gonna see that people are gonna sell themselves literally, because here's the thing: if you understand chat marketing, you know where this is going. You know that if they don't take you up on that offer, someone else will take you up on that offer, and it might be their competitors. So if you are understanding the marketplace right now and you're able to then position your digital creation as a solution, a smart solution. Let me, highlight a smart solution, right? And that's a marketing thing for you guys who are reading between the lines, right? So when you offer your solution, a smart solution, to a marketplace that is hurting, that is skeptic, right? That doesn't have a huge budget, right? You can offer something basic and then scale it accordingly as you go along. So your smart solution will resonate with people, right? And what happens when people don't make a smart decision? What happens when you don't have a smartphone, right? Then all of a sudden that smart is not part of them. So they feel unsmart, right? So you have to craft your offer as the smart solution, right? Smart automation, smart chatbots, smart proposals, smart, to stand out of everybody wants to do marketing. Everybody wants to do social media. Everybody wants to, everybody wants to do chatbots now, right? So you stay ahead of the game by producing top-notch product and positioning it, accordingly in a marketplace that is hurting so bad right now that's depending on you.
Wow. So the IP, like if you guys aren't listening, like that is the IP that smart is the IP. So when you're branding yourself, your business, all the things, make sure there's something that you can stand on. Make sure there's something that calls out what you're doing. Everyone on here, there's 22 people. There was 27 people on here. There's tons of comments. I want you to hashtag. Actually, just drop a 3 in the chat if you guys are willing to dig deep into yourself and figure out what is my one phrase, what is the phrase, what is my marketing phrase, what is my smart phrase? We'll call it smart automation phrase. What is the smart automation phrase that you're going to pitch from now on? Because like Marlo says in the chat, stay ahead of the game. You got to stay ahead of the game. So, we're 30 minutes in. I told you I'd be 40 minutes, and I'm loving what's going on. I want to ask you a couple more questions. And this one, I really want to know. You just hit that amazing you just got that amazing award from ManyChat. Like, that is huge. What do you think in the next 18, because there was a huge change in ManyChat last March 4th is the day that everybody said ManyChat was going to have some issues, which was, I'm going to ask you this question later on. What were your thoughts on the spray and pray option way back before that? Because there was a lot of people doing really good things. But what is your thoughts, and what do you think that messenger marketing bots, conversational marketing will mean for business in 2021?
Well, I think that looking into 2021, which is just barely, 3 months and change from now. I mean, it's unbelievable how quick this year passed. And but as we cross that imaginary timeline, which is December 31st, which is an imaginary timeline, the need continues. The need probably will continue until, right? And I'm talking about this the shift, the drastic shift. I mean, we knew that digital was moving quick. We knew that. But now through recent closures and recent worldwide events, let's just call it that, it's moving a lot faster, the digital realm, right? So if those brands who are skeptic, those brands who are late to the game, I'll call it as it is. They're going to pay the price, right? You need to get attention, right, in the social environment, right? Those brands who think that they're going to come into the game for Black Friday, the week before, trying to put some ads on social media, don't even waste your time and your money, because their big players are already doing that from a while back, to get the attention, to build those lists, right, to enhance those custom audiences and those pixels to retarget them later, right? So what I suggest for people who are yet to put some chips in the digital space, and inside of the digital space, the messenger marketing space, I suggest you look into what Eric and his team are doing, because they have the know-how, they have the expertise, and where I see this going is it's enhancing every time so much more. And you've seen this, Eric. Now it's not just Messenger. Right now it's Messenger, and we are talking about WhatsApp now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once those doors open, and then when they finalize the IG, the Instagram DMs connectivity, you better put yourself in front of that wave. As a brand, as a marketer, whichever segment of marketing you are, put yourself there, because in the social selling, you can't just put an ad and say, buy me here, join me now, because it's a social selling. You have to understand the 4 pillars for where I teach is the 4 pillars of social selling, and that is get attention first, right? Then have conversations, right? That's how we normally do business, right? We get attention, then we have conversations, and the first conversation we have is that internal conversation, right? So you have to think about your brand, having or instigating those conversations inside people's minds, right, that are conducive to something that you want to convert. And that needs not always to be a transactional inter-exchange, right? But after the conversions or conversations, then come the conversions. They opt in, they come to my webinar, they try my sample product, they come into my store, they get a coupon, right? Then what? Then come the cycle doesn't stop there after the sale, right? Then come the retention. So those are the 4 pillars that I teach others how to carefully, dissect and strategize. And within those 4, have a little bit of automation, for crying out loud, because you as a network marketer, you as a brand who wants to stand out from the rest, e-commerce, whatever it is, you want to get attention, conversations at scale, but personalized, timely. So here comes the chat bots. And you can include one or more bots inside of any of those four pillars, right? You don't have to have it, from A to Z, but just scale, some of this technology, for your brand, right? Before someone else does, right? So that is, a loaded question, but here's the foundation of this, of everything that I just said. And I can't stress enough, and this is part of my talks, online and offline, is mindset. It's I can give you the blueprint of a $6 million chatbot, or I can give you, the XYZ, the book. I can give you, I can give it to you in English and Spanish. But if you don't have the mindset to believe in yourself that you also can do it, then then that's where it stops, right? So I can't have a conversation with someone who who has an audience like you, that that I can leave that in their hearts, because then it comes from their minds to their hearts. Like, if that guy could do it, I can do it too. So having the mindset, it's for anything, right? It's the foundation, right? It's you don't see my board there, but it's one of the tasks that I click off every morning, is how am I feeding my mind in a positive manner. And there's like 4 different ways that I check off. Not always I get all of them, but I always try to. So doing so will make you believe in yourself when you run into a technical problem, right? You're like, I don't want to do this no more, and you want to give up. Or when you have a deadline and you need to enhance your leadership and your personal leadership, your personal developing hat, leading with a client, or all those things. So having the mindset, it's so we talked about strategy before tactics. How about mindset before anything?
100%, 100% mindset before everything. Guys, go into the meetings, go into the events, go into the day prep.
Don't miss them.
Some phenomenal.
Don't miss those meetings, guys. I know network marketers, they have these big conferences, and affiliate marketers, and all these, when things reopen, and even if they don't reopen soon, if you can attend those virtual conferences, guys, those things keep you juiced, those things keep you motivated, inspired. Don't miss those things, guys, because it's there where I learned the things that I am applying now. Is there's where I connected with the people who were playing this at a higher level, right? And it was there where I got inspired, where I said, oh, you know what? I think I can do this too.
Yes, 100%. So we talked about mindset. We talked about foundation. We talked about the pillars. We talked about ManyChat. We talked about where you came from. I'm going to kind of tie, I've been saying this a lot, I'm going to tie a bow on this. What do you feel has created the momentum that you have had in the last 30 days? Actually, let's just say the last year. So you got that award. What do you feel has created that momentum to get you to where you are? Because the reason why I'm asking this question is because there's a lot of people in network marketing that are like either at the beginning of their journey, they're kind of in the middle of their journey, but they haven't hit momentum. So what do you think it is in the last year that you've done as a business agency owner that has propelled you to receiving awards from the most prestigious marketing chat company to me in the world?
And thanks for asking, Eric. It hasn't been too glamorous sometimes. So let me preface with that. So sometimes we don't make public all these long nights or disagreements with your significant other because you're working so hard and you're not spending time with them. We don't publish those things, right? So before going into what got me there, what momentum, it was again mindset, right? I've been rejected. I've been misunderstood. I've been laughed at, right? So it's the mindset that has kept me going, right? And here's another thing that's personal that drives me even more so. It's last year I I lost two loved ones. So having gone through that helped me move faster because I came in front of that expiration date that is so real that sometimes we forget. We think we have all day and we have all season, to accomplish what we want, right? So unexpected losses have led me to, be more motivated, be more compassionate, be more, you know, um, lead myself better. I'm not always good at it. I have flaws. Some of them are blatant, right? But I just get up and try again, man. And then when you do that, there's nobody that can stop you, right? When you learn the things that are going to take your business and your craft, your skill to the next level, what people can take all this away, but they can't take what's in your mind. They can't take your knowledge. They can take your wisdom, your experience, your relationships. Hope not. Everything material can go, but so that has helped me keep momentum. Also, coaching, guys, don't overlook coaching, right? Coaching, a lot of people is like, coaching is, you, if your coach doesn't have a coach, don't hire that coach, basically, right? But basically, the mentorship that I've been able to receive by my mentors, right, David and Philippe, in their group, it's second to none, right? So I've chosen to receive that mentorship and to be humble enough to say, you know what, I don't understand this, and to look for help, right? So that's gonna get you there faster, right? I think that doing this in a group setting, also helps. So we did a boot camp at the end of last year, or the middle of last year, going into the conference for 2019. And so the boot camp, the friendly competition type deal, the leadership, that thing, that if you can create that in your group, Eric, that can jumpstart results, that can jumpstart, momentum, that can jumpstart, bigger downlines. And so the boot camp, the team encouraging, that sort of thing will help me, because that's what we did last year. And that boot camp was 30 days. I finished second among a team of 12 worldwide. And and I told them, I said, I'm not going to stop at 30 days. And I don't think I have. I've stumbled, I've dragged myself some points, but I haven't stopped.
Like you said, coaching is phenomenal. I actually watched your video with Felipe, and the fact that he did the whole Tony Robbins thing, that is insane. Yeah. Like, that was awesome. So what we'll do is we'll probably just drop a link to kind of see what your coaches look like, and totally cool with that. So we'll drop that in there. Last question. You talked about your wife. You talked about your dogs, and you always tell me, like, you told me before this. You said sometimes I take care of my dogs better than myself. I used to ask this question all the time, and I kind of got away from it. I want you to think real quick. You're in the biggest ManyChat event ever. You're speaking from stage, not a virtual stage like they did last time. There's 100,000 people in there. They're your raving fans. What's the one phrase that you want as they stand up, turn around, and walk out the door, because you're the keynote? You were the Sunday speaker. And if all you guys know exactly what that means, Sunday afternoon, the reason why everybody came speaks. So you get up, they're turning around. What's the one phrase that you want everyone, all 100,000 people, to remember Danny Monzon by?
If I can do it, you can do it too.
Boom. That's very simple. Like very simple. And it's what you live by. It's what you embrace. So Danny, we're at 43, 49. I said I'd be under 45 minutes. I just want to thank you guys. Guys, hashtag value in this. If you guys got value from this. And if you want anything ManyChat, go ahead and reach out to me. We'll work on some stuff. But like I said, guys, hashtag value if you got value from this. And Danny, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your expertise. I appreciate everything. And thank you for taking the time out for my audience.
My pleasure, Eric. Thank you so much for having me. You guys in the audience, you're in good hands. So talk to you soon.
Thanks. Are you tired of those lame Facebook groups that provide no value? Well, our Facebook group is awesome. Go to unlockthefbgroup.com and get access to our Facebook group where you will be able to find interviews of top network marketers and Q&As where you can jump in and talk to them live. We also have massive training. We provide a bunch of free tools. So jump into that group. Again, that's unlockthefbgroup.com. We'll ask you a few questions in ManyChat because that's what we do. And make sure that you're not a spammer and get you into the group right away. So again, go to unlockthefbgroup.com and don't be a spammer.